I saw the hospital staff do things to her, and like the way that they handled her body and shit. Like, I personally don't think that that's cool. I don't think that they maybe like the people who were there handling the situation weren't certified completely or just didn't care. I don't know. But the way that they handled her in that hospital wasn't what my comprehension of normal is. And, you know, coming to the fact that my little brother, that she claims to know a whole bunch of shit about, had overdosed as well. And I was there firsthand, just like I was there firsthand for Shimei Chorney. Now, if Miss Judy Chorney didn't have such a stank ass pussy ass attitude, I would be completely free to tell her the two differences between the two hospitals and the two differences between of what I seen in the overdose of her daughter and the overdose of my brother. Because both the hospitals did different methods and different rotation schedules and everything. I mean, yes, he is a male and she is a female, but I mean, like, it's a drug overdose. It's not much of a difference. Now, I do want everybody to understand that I do have a lot of emotions about the whole situation, mixed emotions, you know, anger. Like, I'm sad, you know, like 100%. Some of the shit don't even feel real, but it's like, it's reality, you know, and the best way to get past reality is, you know, just to fucking come at it head on completely. So that's what I'm doing. I'm addressing the issue. So the fact that Miss Judy Chorney did show up at 9:40 p.m. makes me think, a part of me think, like, you knew your daughter was gonna die. You know what I mean? As if you drugged her yourself, as if you gave her something that dead ass you knew within so and so amount of hours she'll be gone. Because how did she get to the hospital at 11:30 a.m. and you as a mother don't show up until 9:40 p.m. because of the simple fact that you are at the courthouse trying to raid, like, you're trying to steal my brother and Shimei's son. Like, that's messed up. I feel like you knew your daughter was gonna die. I feel like you set it up. I feel like you, like, who does that? Your daughter's dying. The hospital and the paramedics tell you that they restart her heart. They tell you that, you know, she has a chance of living. But instead of being there for support for her, you decided to go to the courthouse first to make sure that you had that monthly rent from the government for Amari. And this is just another pointer that I'd like to say about being a mother, you know what I mean? Like, parenting skills, definitely lacking there. Like, if you loved your daughter, you would have been there through thick and thin. And I mean, like, not being there for her birth of Amari, not being there for her last days of life. To me, it's like, how can you sit there and talk about crying for her and that you loved her and everything like that? All you did was really and truthfully birth her. Like, she took and raised herself. The children, your children raised themselves. You know what I mean? Like, what she was a product of her own smarts. Like, literally, 100%. So, this is the beginning of how I kind of, like, met these females, or met Shmei and, like, Tisha. So, I went to Gateway Rec Center, which all the guys used to play basketball there. Ball is life, whatever the hell. And so I ran into these two girls, and to these two little cute African girls or whatever, Jormo and Jumi. And they were like, ooh, who are you here for? You cute. No. This and that. So we got to talking. And then boom, we all start hanging out. We exchange numbers on social media. And then Tisha starts coming around because I'm hanging out with her cousin Anissa and Jimmy and Jormo. And we're going to hall parties and whatever else. So boom, this light-skinned chick comes. Tisha. Great. So we kick it off and it's whatever. We only ever time that we ever talked was at a hall party. This girl's like, oh, we could never stay friends because you this, that, and the third. We were never really friends. We only went to parties together. We never even like, I don't even know the girl's favorite food. Like the only time we knew each other was me hanging out at her crib with Shimei and going to hall parties. That's it. Let's just be clear on that one. So, my stepdad and a couple my stepdad and a couple other Caribbean men, one of which owned the Reggae Cafe in Gateway, close by the crack shack of where they live at. But so my stepdad and the man who owns the Reggae Cafe, we're renting out a hall for whatever use that they wanted to do. So Tisha went out of her way to have a hall party at the same hall that I had my party. She decided to throw a Halloween party. Good for you. That's cool. Halloween party was fun, whatever. I did notice that Ms. Judy Chorney does have me recorded on her film, and now I was underage and I did not give her the permission to film me. So if she does ever want to bring this to court, you can definitely do so. I have my videos as well. It's up to you. I don't really care. So anyways, at this hall party, actually, no, let's go back. Before this whole party, me and this girl, Jimmy, we went to Tisha's house. Because me and this girl, Jimmy, we didn't know what we really wanted to be for Halloween or whatever, what we were going to wear. So then she was like, let's go shopping at Tisha's house. They have so much shit at their house. I'm like, what is she talking about? Goes to the house, sees nothing but trash, garbage, and toys in the yard. Okay. Boxes and shit. I'm like sitting there walking, dodging through boxes and shit, feeling like I'm in a fucking maze. Like, whoa. Anyway, so we go there. Now, Shemai's in her room. And this is how I met Shemai, okay? So Shemai's in her room, and we're in Tisha's room. Now, Jumi's going through her stuff and whatever. Tisha's like, oh, I bought this from Valley Village for Halloween costume. I bought this from Valley Village, bought this from Valley Village. Homegirl loves Valley Village. Let's be clear on that, too. So, she gives me this freaking, this little gypsy skirt thing or whatever, which I still do have, I think, somewhere. I don't know. I have to dig it out of a box or something. And then this freaking black lace long sleeve crop top. Her and Shemai both had the same crop top. I still have that one that I used the same day. And so Shemai comes out of her room, right? And I was like, oh, she's like, this is my friend, this is my sister Shemai, this is my friend, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, da da da, are you coming to the party? Now Tisha's like, no, Shemai's not coming to the party because her boyfriend's crazy, and he literally threw her into her dresser and told her that she couldn't come to the party. I had to run in her room and tell her, yo, Frankie, get off of her. Don't touch my sister. And I know if she's watching this, she knows I'm not lying, though. And I bet you anything, she's pretty friggin' surprised how good memory I have. Such good memory. Yeah. So at the time, I didn't know Shemai's boyfriend was Frankie. Frankie, of which... Wait, let me drink some water. Yeah, anyways, Frankie, which I be blazing with the boys. So I'm sitting here hanging out with my two brothers, Howie and Jules, and we're blazing up by our friend Tragic's old crib up by Gateway, like, you know what I mean, just before Gateway, between Central and Gateway. Yeah, so we're blazing by Tragic's crib, and then Frankie comes, and he's like, it was around Valentine's Day, and he's like, oh, my bitch broke up with me. And then the guys are like, your bitch broke up with you because she probably didn't want to buy you anything for Valentine's Day. It was like a big joke, ha 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 ha, doof. Boom, we all part ways and whatever else. All of a sudden, I wake up and I get a phone call. I'm like, hello? Hi, is Jillian there? Who is this? It's Frankie. How the fuck did you get my number? One of the guys gave it to me. Okay, so that's how it started. So then he would always call, hey, blah, 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 blah. Do you and your brother want to come and blaze by Science World? Do you guys want to go blaze? Do you guys by Trey's Alley? Do you guys want to go Chinatown to Blue Door and go buy some kush? Okay? So, now Sheree and Freddie went back and forth often. And, you know, it came down to the point where, like, hey. So, Jules was at our friend's F. Jot's crib, okay? And he's in his brother JC's room. And he's, like, looking through Shemay's photos on Facebook. And he's, like, loving off Shamay. And then our homeboy F. Jot comes through. And then he's like, yo, what are you doing? This girl has a boyfriend. The fuck? And then he's just like, yo, y'all them cute, you know? Like, you know what I mean? He's just trying to say, like, you know, she's fine as shit. And this, that, and the third. And he want her. So, being home one night, me and my two brothers are hotboxing the garage, right? So, we're blazing a blunt. And then we're just talking and shit. And then my brother's like, yo, I want shorty. Like, you know, she's fine. Da-da-da-da-da. She has a fat ass. All this type of things. And then I was like, yo, well, her man's is fine. Da-da-da-da-da. And I, like, said how I wanted that Spanish man's, which is Frankie. And then, boom. So our stepbrother, you know, he didn't really have game like that. He, you know, he just be getting in the game, you know, just getting in it. So me and him try to put him on some game. And we're like, yo, why don't you go for Tisha? You know what I mean? We're like, yo, she's like the dirty version of Shamay. Why not? Like, you know what I mean? Give you a little bit of practice. Now, unfortunately, Tisha, she don't smell good and she talk too much. She do. You know what's so funny? Is that me and my brothers used to call her Felicia all the time, because off of Friday, the bitch that come over like, hey, Craig, got some weed? That was Tisha, literally. Shamay, can I have $10? Can you call the Molly guy for me? Like, literally. Hey, do you think Tamika will let me borrow her shirt? Do you think Jillian will let me borrow $10? Do you think Tyrell would give me a ride? No. We're here for Shamay and Jillian. Like, there's a difference. Homegirl want a piece of everything. Everything. Like, damn. So, next. So, our homeboy Tragic starts dating this one white bitch, right? Her name's Sarah. And so, me and Sarah pick up Jillian. And we go and blaze at Frankie's crib. Now, I you know, me and Frankie have been, like, talking and seeing each other for a bit now at this point. And, you know what's so funny? Actually, wait. We'll just do that after. So, we've been talking for a bit. So, this girl, Sarah, so we're all blazing together. Boom. Sarah, like, okay, let's go this and that. So, we get into Sarah's car, me and Julian. And then, as I'm texting Frankie, and I'm like, oh, like, I'm gonna get home to drop me off after we go drop off my brother, and I'm gonna tell him I'm feeling to go sleep at her house. So then he doesn't know that me and Frankie are, like, you know, like an item, like a ting right now, you know. So that's Wagwan. And then tell me how the next time we go to man's house and we're blazing, his little sister comes, but oh, Tamika. Yo, the cat was out of the bag about the second time, yo. But anyways, aside from that, tell me how though. Tell me how that Jumi and Anissa knew the whole fucking time that I was talking to Freddie though. Dead ass. From the day I started talking to that nigga, they knew. We were sitting at Blends. We were sitting at Blends inside Surrey Central, okay? And I'm sitting there telling this, is that, and the third. Now Anissa goes, oh, like, be careful, this and that. Like, he hits women. Nah. Like, I know he beats on Shemay. Da. All this stuff. And then my friend, homegirl, Jumi, she was like, you know, do what you gotta do. Go get that dick. But just make sure that I got you to thought it up this summer. Exact fucking words. Let me tell you guys. Boom. So I used to work inside Surrey Central at Ardene's, okay? So, and Freddie used to come see me often, and he used to come on my break or whatever, come buy me lunch and whatever else. Boom, I was into like poutines from Charlie's at the time. So homeboy comes on my break and he comes to buy me a poutine. We're sitting in the cafeteria. I see Jumi, and then Jumi comes up and she's just like, yo, just so you guys know, like, Shemai's on the prowl, like, she's in the mall, warning us, right? So then, boom, Shemay ends up seeing us in the damn fucking food court, okay? In the food court, and she walks up and she's like, what the fuck's going on? And I was like, it's time for me to go back to work. It seems like you guys have some shit that you guys need to figure out. I gotta go. So then I left and I went back to work. On my way back to work, walking to Ardene's down the hallway from the food court, and then you bus a left, right? So I'm going down that hallway, and then boom, I see homegirl Jumi, and then she puts her arm around me. I'm like, yo, you had no idea, right? You had no clue. And she's like, yo, I didn't have a clue. I'm like, all right, I got you, one. Unfortunately, I'm no longer friends with these females anymore, so I mean, I really don't have to, this is not, you know, this is just all facts now. It's all facts.
So, Scotty P, what exactly do you do for a living?
Yeah, okay, so let's move on. Where are we gonna move on to? Okay. Alright. So next what we're gonna talk about is we're gonna what the fuck? This shit ain't even working though. Anyways, so next we're gonna talk about me and that guy's first time. Yeah, we're gonna talk about me and that guy's first time. Okay. So, me and homeboy and our first time. So I went over there. Homeboy's like, "Yo, are you? Do you mind not fucking snoring so loud there, bud? Thanks. Anyways, shit. When you completely forget to turn the mic on. Okay. Anyways, I don't know if you guys heard that. Yo. I don't know if you guys heard that prior stuff. Anyways, yeah. So back at it. We're gonna talk about me and that nigga first time. Shemay's ex. My new boyfriend at the time. This is all back in 2015, y'all. 2015. This is old shit. So, mine and homeboy's first time. Let's turn on this friggin'. I feel like this isn't bright enough. Oh, yeah. Yo. Boom. feel like that's a lot better. Ouch. So yeah, me and this homeboy's first time. So homeboy goes and he's like, do you want to come over and Netflix and chill? Okay. At the time, this is like when like Netflix and chill wasn't really a thing. You know what I mean? It was like, you know, you might actually watch some Netflix. So I pulled up to the nigga crib, right? And then we get in the room. And there's no goddamn TV in his fucking room. The hell? What was you talking about? You talking about some lying ass nigga shit. You could have just told me you feeling to get your shit wet. Like, you know, wouldn't have been an issue. Anyways. Homeboy goes, I just popped a Molly. Would you like one? Fuck no. I'm good. Like, no. Anyways, so after that, like, so we spent the night together, okay? Mind you, I only lived like 5 minutes walking distance, literally. You walk through the fucking field and my house is right there. Boom. Wakes up at like 6:30 in the morning. Bye, I gotta go to work. The key's right there, put it underneath the mat. Wait, what? You don't even know me like that? Like, this is our, like, first, maybe one night stand. You know what I mean? As it was only supposed to be a one night stand, but it ended up to be fucking way more than that. A lot fucking way more than that. And, you know, one day we'll get into those bits and pieces of that relationship. But right now, we're not going to. Okay? So, homie goes, okay, I gotta go to work. The key's right there. Put it underneath the mat when you go. Grab a snack on your way out. Like, go in my fridge and whatever the hell else. Great. Awesome. That was cool. I mean, I like to eat. But, so, as I was leaving, fully thinking, like, you know, like, okay, this is only feeling to be a one night stand, da-da-da-da-da. Now, Anissa and Jumi were like, you know, Freddie always goes back to her, this and that, like, da-da-da-da. He'll go back to her, this and that. It's never going to be, like, anything more than what it was. I guess I showed them that I am all that in a bag of chips. The grass was greener. No, I'm just playing. But, yeah, so that's what they said. So then me, you know, girl code. 100% girl code. Me being me, I left a bottle of Bath and Body Works lotion. I think it was the Christmas edition, the blue marshmallow one. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, shit, you better get to knowing. And then I left 2 tampons on the night table and 3 bobby pins by the mirror, by the door. So that, you know, any female that goes into, like, their man's room, you know what doesn't belong there. You know what is yours and what isn't yours. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I did leave those hints behind for Shimei to find out. Just in case he tried to play both of us or me or whatever. She had a right to know. And either way, if he did end up going back to her, she would have known without seeing us in the mall anyway. But this video is already 23 minutes plus some, because I have to add other clips in too. I'm going to leave that right there as a part 1 to my story time of me and Shimei. And Frankie and my brother and whatever else. We'll just leave it as a part 1. That's it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share. Hit the bell button to get notified every time I post a video. Nothing but pure facts comes off this channel, and you guys already know that. Period.